promise of Maitreya's light. Picture a moment where the world pauses, where the chaos of life fades, and a radiant figure steps forward, his smile a beacon of hope that pierces through every shadow of doubt. What if this figure, this embodiment of compassion, is not a distant dream, but a promise etched in ancient scriptures, waiting for you to embrace its truth? This is the story of Maitreya, the future Buddha, whose teachings in the Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra and other sacred texts offer a path to awaken the heart. Today, we embark on a journey through these profound teachings, exploring their wisdom and uncovering how they speak to your life, your struggles, and your deepest yearning for peace. As we unravel this tapestry of hope, you'll find yourself drawn into a narrative that feels both timeless and deeply personal, urging you to nurture the seeds of kindness within. If this journey stirs your soul, consider subscribing to this channel to stay connected with these sacred explorations, sharing this video with those seeking light, and perhaps offering a super thanks to support our mission to spread the Dharma. US begin as if seated in quiet reverence beneath the same Bodhi tree where Shakyamuni Buddha attained enlightenment. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra, a radiant gem among Buddhist scriptures, paints a vivid portrait of Maitreya's ascent to the Tushita heaven, where he now resides, preparing for his future role as a Buddha. But what does this celestial vision mean for us, navigating a world of fleeting joys and persistent challenges? The sutra opens with the Buddha, surrounded by disciples, proclaiming the coming of Maitreya, whose name means loving kindness, a figure destined to guide humanity with boundless compassion. In Tushita, a realm of luminous serenity, Maitreya teaches the Dharma to divine beings, honing the qualities that will make him the next fully enlightened one. This is not a distant myth. It is a promise, a reminder that the path to awakening is always within your reach, no matter how heavy the burdens you carry feel. As we linger on this image of Tushita's radiant calm, you might ask, why does Maitreya wait? Why does he not descend now, when suffering seems to overflow? The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra offers a subtle yet profound answer, pulling us deeper into the heart of the Dharma. Maitreya's waiting is not idleness. It is the embodiment of perfect patience, a reflection of the truth that all beings ripen in their own time. The sutra reveals Maitreya cultivating the final virtues needed for Buddhahood, observing our world with a compassion that knows no bounds. Picture this: a being who sees your joys, your sorrows, your quiet moments of doubt, and holds them all with unwavering care. Can you feel the warmth of this vision, the way it calls you to awaken the same compassion within yourself? This is where the sutra transforms from a celestial tale into a mirror, reflecting your own potential to embody wisdom and kindness. Let us weave this thread further, drawing you closer to the sutra's living wisdom. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra is not just a prophecy. It is a guide for how to live now. It teaches that Maitreya's qualities, loving kindness, patience, and insight, are not reserved for a future savior, but are seeds you can nurture today. Related texts like the Maitreya Vyakarana Sutra recount Maitreya's past lives, where he practiced the 6 perfections: generosity, ethical conduct, patience, effort, meditation, and wisdom. Each story shows him giving without expectation, enduring trials with grace, and meditating with unshakable clarity. These are not unreachable ideals, but choices you can make in your daily life. When you offer a kind word, pause before reacting in anger, or reflect quietly on your actions, you are walking Maitreya's path. This is the sutra's gift. It turns a divine vision into a practical map for your own awakening. Now, let us pause to consider how these teachings resonate in our lives today. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra emphasizes faith not as blind belief, but as a confident trust in the Dharma and in your capacity to grow. In Tushita, beings inspired by Maitreya generate bodhicitta, the aspiration to attain enlightenment for the sake of all. This aspiration is not for gods or saints alone. It is a spark within you, waiting to be kindled. Imagine living each day with the intention to benefit others, seeing every challenge as a chance to grow in compassion. The sutra invites you to take one small step toward this ideal, perhaps a moment of gratitude for these teachings, or sharing this video with someone seeking hope. If these words touch your heart, consider subscribing to join our community of seekers and perhaps leaving a super thanks to help us continue sharing the Dharma's light. As we delve deeper, let us explore a teaching from the Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra, which complements the Upariśuddha Sutra. This text prophesies Maitreya's future birth in a golden age, where the earth will flourish, humanity will live in harmony, and lifespans will stretch to 80,000 years. Yet, this utopia is not a gift bestowed upon us. It reflects the collective effort of countless beings practicing virtue over lifetimes. The sutra challenges us. What role do you play in preparing the world for such a time? Every act of kindness, every moment of mindfulness, plants a seed for this future. This is a call to action, not to wait for Maitreya, but to cultivate the conditions for his arrival through your choices today. This is where the teachings come alive, urging you to reflect on how your actions ripple outward, shaping not just your life but the world to come. What makes this journey so captivating is its intimacy. The sutras present Maitreya not as a distant savior but as a friend, a teacher who mirrors your own potential. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra tells of disciples who, inspired by the Buddhist prophecy, vowed to be reborn in Maitreya's presence. This vow is not a formal oath, but a heartfelt wish, one you can make in the quiet of your heart. As you hear these words, feel the connection between you and Maitreya, between your struggles and his compassion. This is not a story to hear and forget. It is a story to live. If it moves you, share this video with others seeking meaning. Subscribe to stay with us on this path, and consider a super thanks to support our mission to bring these teachings to the world. This is only the beginning of our exploration. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra and its companion texts offer layers of wisdom, each drawing us closer to the Dharma's heart. In the next part, we will dive into Maitreya's teachings on loving kindness and how they can transform your daily life, blending practical insights with the sutra's celestial vision. For now, let these words linger, like a gentle breeze carrying the promise of awakening. You are not alone. Maitreya's smile is with you, guiding you toward a future where compassion reigns. Stay with us, for the journey has only just begun. Weaving compassion in every moment. As we continue our journey into the heart of Maitreya's teachings, imagine standing at the edge of a still lake, its surface reflecting the boundless sky. Each ripple you create, every thought, word, or act of kindness spreads outward, touching lives beyond your sight. This is the essence of Maitreya's wisdom, as revealed in the Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra and its companion, the Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra. These sacred texts do not merely point to a future Buddha. They offer a living invitation to embody loving kindness in this very moment, to transform your life and the world around you. Let us dive deeper, weaving the celestial vision of Maitreya's compassion into the fabric of your daily existence, where every step becomes a practice of awakening. You may find yourself unable to turn away, drawn to the promise that lies within these teachings, as if Maitreya himself is whispering guidance to your heart. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra paints Maitreya not only as the future Buddha, but as the embodiment of metta, or loving kindness, a quality so radiant it dissolves the barriers between self and other. In Tushita heaven, where Maitreya resides, the sutra describes beings basking in his presence, their hearts alight with the aspiration to benefit all. But this is not a distant realm beyond your reach. It is a state of mind you can cultivate now. The sutra tells of Maitreya's practice of loving kindness in his countless past lives, where he offered shelter to the weary, forgave those who wronged him, and saw every being as a friend. These stories are not relics of the past, but lanterns, lighting your path. Consider this. When was the last time you extended kindness without expecting return, or paused to wish well for someone who caused you pain? These acts, however small, are the threads of Maitreya's tapestry, weaving a future where compassion reigns. Let us pause to let this truth settle, like a gentle rain nourishing the earth. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra expands on this, describing, "The world Maitreya will inherit a world where loving kindness is not an exception, but the foundation of existence." The sutra speaks of a time when humanity will live in harmony, free from greed and hatred, because countless beings have cultivated metta over lifetimes. This vision is not a passive hope. It is a call to action, urging you to plant the seeds of this future today. Imagine starting your day with a simple practice, silently wishing happiness and peace for yourself, your loved ones, and even those you find difficult. This practice, rooted in Maitreya's teachings, is no mere ritual. It reshapes your heart, softening its edges and opening it to the world. Can you feel the pull of this possibility, the way it invites you to live with greater intention? As we weave this thread further, consider how the sutras make Maitreya's teachings practical, not abstract. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra recounts how Maitreya, in Tashita, teaches the Dharma with a clarity that inspires beings to act with wisdom and compassion. One story tells of a disciple who, moved by Maitreya's example, vowed to practice loving kindness in every interaction. This vow transformed his life, not through grand gestures, but through small, mindful choices, listening deeply to a friend, offering patience in conflict, or simply smiling at a stranger. These are not heroic deeds, but moments of presence, available to you right now. The sutra suggests that every act of kindness is a step toward Maitreya's golden age, a way of preparing the world for his arrival. What would it look like to make one such choice today, to let Maitreya's compassion flow through you? Now, let us draw this wisdom closer to your life. The sutras emphasize that loving kindness is not a feeling to chase, but a practice to embody. In the Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra, Maitreya's future world is described as one where people live with open hearts, seeing each other as kin. This vision challenges us to ask, how can we begin to live this way now? The answer lies in mindfulness, being fully present in each moment, aware of your thoughts and their impact. When you notice anger arising, pause and breathe, recalling Maitreya's patience. When you feel overwhelmed, offer yourself the same kindness you would a dear friend. These practices, grounded in the sutras, are not reserved for monks or saints. They are for you in your daily life, whether you're at work, with family, or alone with your thoughts. This is the beauty of Maitreya's teachings. They meet you where you are, transforming the ordinary into the sacred dot. As this truth unfolds, you may feel a stirring, a call to bring these teachings into the world. The sutras remind us that Maitreya's compassion grows through our actions, through sharing wisdom with others. If these reflections resonate with you, consider sharing this video with someone who needs its light, subscribing to join our journey through the Dharma, or offering a super thanks to help us continue this work. Your support ripples outward, just like the kindness you practice, touching lives you may never see. This is the power of the Dharma that connects us, weaving our small acts into a tapestry of awakening that spans lifetimes. Let us linger on this connection, for it is the heart of Maitreya's message. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra describes disciples who, inspired by Maitreya, vow to cultivate metta not just for themselves, but for all beings. This vow is not a burden, but a liberation, freeing you from the confines of self-centeredness. Imagine carrying this intention into your day, to see every person you meet as part of Maitreya's future world, to treat them with the care you hope to receive. The sutra assures us that such vows, however small, align us with Maitreya's path, ensuring we will meet him when he descends. This is not a promise of reward, but a recognition of cause and effect. Your actions today shape the future. Just as Maitreya's compassion shapes his dot as we near the end of this part, the teachings of Maitreya beckon us to look within, to see the potential for loving kindness in every moment. The sutras are not mere texts. They are living invitations to awaken, to live with purpose and care. In our final part, we will explore how Maitreya's wisdom guides us through suffering, offering practical tools to face life's challenges with grace and hope. For now, let these words rest in your heart, like a seed planted in fertile soil, ready to bloom with each kind act you choose. Maitreya's smile is with you, a gentle reminder that you are never alone on this path. Stay with us, for the journey continues, and the Dharma's light grows ever brighter. Transforming suffering with Maitreya's grace dot as we reach the final chapter of our journey with Maitreya. Picture yourself walking through a storm, the winds of life's challenges swirling around you. Yet within your heart burns a steady flame of hope, unextinguished by the chaos. This is the gift of Maitreya's teachings, as revealed in the Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra and the Maitreya Vyakarana Sutra, a wisdom that transforms suffering into a path of awakening, guiding us to face life's trials with courage and grace. These sacred texts do not promise an escape from pain, but offer tools to navigate it, turning every struggle into an opportunity to grow closer to the compassion of the future Buddha. As we weave the final threads of this tapestry, you may feel an irresistible pull to stay, to carry these teachings into your life. As if Maitreya himself is walking beside you, his smile a reminder that peace is always within reach. Let us begin. Where suffering often begins, in the heart's quiet ache, in the moments when life feels heavy with loss, doubt, or fear. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra portrays Maitreya in Tushita heaven, radiating a compassion that embraces all beings, even those lost in the depths of suffering. The sutra tells us that Maitreya's wisdom is rooted in understanding the nature of suffering, the first of the Buddha's four noble truths. But Maitreya's approach is unique. His teachings, as echoed in the Maitreya Vyakarana Sutra, emphasize not just seeing suffering, but transforming it through compassion and mindfulness. In one story, Maitreya, in a past life, encountered a village struck by famine. Instead of despairing, he shared what little he had, teaching the villagers to find strength in mutual care. This is not a tale of miracles, but of choice, a choice to face suffering with an open heart, a choice you can make today. As this truth settles, let us draw it closer to your own life. Suffering, the sutras remind us, is universal, yet it is also impermanent, like clouds passing across a vast sky. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra offers a practical tool, the practice of equanimity, the ability to meet life's highs and lows with a steady heart. Maitreya, in his teachings to the beings of Tushita, shows how equanimity arises from understanding that all beings suffer, yet all have the potential for liberation. When you face a personal struggle, a conflict, a loss, or a moment of doubt, try this. Pause, breathe, and hold your pain with the same compassion you would offer a dear friend. This practice, rooted in Maitreya's wisdom, does not erase suffering, but softens its grip, allowing you to see it as a teacher rather than an enemy. Can you feel the shift this creates, the way it opens a door to peace even in the storm? Let us weave this thread further, exploring how Maitreya's teachings guide us through the darkest moments. The Maitreya Vyakarana Sutra describes the world Maitreya will inherit, a world where suffering is eased not by magic, but by the collective practice of virtue. This vision reminds us that our actions matter, that every moment of mindfulness, every act of patience, is a step toward that future. The sutra recounts how Maitreya, in his past lives, faced immense trials, betrayal, loss, even death, yet responded with unwavering compassion. These stories are not distant legends. They are invitations to meet your own challenges with the same resilience. When life feels overwhelming, try reflecting on Maitreya's example. What would it look like to respond with kindness, to hold your pain lightly, knowing it will pass? This is the sutra's promise. Suffering is not the end of the story, but a chapter on the path to awakening God. Now, let us bring this wisdom into the present moment, where it can take root in your daily life. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra teaches that Maitreya's compassion is not a future gift, but a living force, accessible now through practice. One simple tool is the meditation on interconnectedness. Sit quietly, visualize Maitreya's radiant smile, and imagine his compassion flowing to you, then through you to others. This practice dissolves the illusion of separation, reminding you that your suffering is shared, as is your capacity for joy. When you feel alone, recall that Maitreya sees you, that his vow to liberate all beings includes you. This connection is the heart of the Dharma, a thread that binds you to all beings, past, present, and future. What would it feel like to carry this awareness into your day, to see every interaction as a chance to embody Maitreya's love? As we near the end of our journey, the sutras call us to act, to make these teachings a living reality. The Maitreya Vyakarana Sutra speaks of disciples who, inspired by Maitreya's prophecy, vowed to prepare the world for his arrival through acts of kindness and wisdom. This vow is yours to take, not in grand gestures, but in small, intentional steps. A moment of patience with a loved one, a kind word to a stranger, or a quiet prayer for the world's healing. These acts are the seeds of Maitreya's golden age, planted by you in this moment. If this journey has touched your heart, consider sharing this video with someone who needs its hope, subscribing to continue exploring the Dharma with us, or offering a super thanks to support our mission to spread these teachings. Your actions, like ripples on a lake, carry the Dharma's light further than you can imagine. As we close, let us linger on the image of Maitreya's smile, a symbol of hope that transcends time. The Maitreya Upariśuddha Sutra and its companion texts are not just prophecies. They are a call to awaken, to live with compassion, equanimity, and wisdom in every moment. They remind us that suffering, though real, is not the whole story, that within you lies the potential to walk Maitreya's path, to prepare the world for a future of peace. Carry this wisdom with you, let it guide your steps, and know that you are never alone. Maitreya's compassion is with you, now and always, a gentle light illuminating the path to awakening. Thank you for joining this journey. May you continue to walk it with an open heart, and may we meet again in the Dharma's embrace.